If you are struggling with shopping and purchasing clothes online, you will want to watch this video because I'm going to give you 6 practical tips to help make you an online shopping pro. You say, well, Leah, how am I going to shop online if I don't know my size? Great question. Stay tuned. Hey there, I am Leah. In today's video, I'm going to be talking all about online shopping because let's be honest, it is one of my favorite activities. Now, before we get started, you might be asking about my hand. It is in a weird cast stint situation. I'm still in this cast temporarily, so I should be good to go soon. Fingers crossed, but only these fingers because I can't cross these fingers. I didn't think that one through. Before I start talking about some of the complications of online shopping, I just want to say it's pretty amazing what online shopping has provided consumers with in today's age. We are able to explore brands that don't even have brick or mortar locations, which is crazy cool. And we are also able to shop from retailers that we might not have access to because of our location. As you are well aware of, online shopping, as glorious and amazing as it is and it feels to click add to cart, it is stressful, it is time consuming, believe it or not, and it can be very frustrating when you continue to receive items that don't look good, don't fit well, or that you simply do not like. This video is going to give you practical tips on how to prevent some of that and how to create a better shopping experience. However, online shopping is kind of a beast of its own, and following these tips is not going to 100% make sure that you love everything that comes in the mail, because if you are at the store, you would not 100% like everything that you took to the dressing room. My first tip is to know your measurements, not your size. You say, well, Leah, how am I going to shop online if I don't know my size? Great question. Your size literally means nothing. First of all, it means nothing about your worth and value as a person and has nothing to do with whether or not you should feel great and look great. But secondly, your size can mean a bunch of different things. I mean, how many times have you ordered something in the same size and it has fit vastly different from retailer to retailer? Not saying that the industry needs to change this and, have universal sizing for all, but, that's another conversation, another video, another day. Get on it. However, knowing your measurements will be much more successful to you being able to purchase items that will fit you better. Most retailers have a sizing chart on their website that will tell you what measurements equal what size. So when you have those measurements that you've taken on your body, you can then go and look at that retailer's size chart to see what size you are for that specific brand. Because it's important to know that your size in one brand will not always be the same size in another brand. Another reason that taking your measurements can be helpful is that sometimes, depending on your body, you can wear different sizes for your upper body and lower body. Take me, for example. I am what you would call pear-shaped. So the top of my body is much smaller than the lower half of my body. So when I'm buying a 2-piece set, I might only need a large in the top and I might need an extra large in the bottom. And knowing those different measurements can really help me find a better fit. Even when you have your measurements just right, every single garment that you order is not going to fit perfectly because every body is shaped differently. We are all built differently. We have different heights. We have different looks. And a garment that looks great on the model on the website, you might get it in the mail and did your perfect measurements and it doesn't look that great. That is okay. Send it back. And that is why tip number 2 is so important. Tip number 2 is to always buy from retailers that have free returns and/or exchanges. Now, this tip might seem obvious, like, doesn't everywhere have free returns? The answer is No, they do not. Surprisingly enough, not all brands have been able to afford this free return model, which is totally understandable, but it is important to have this available to you if you are shopping with a brand new brand where you don't know your size yet. While your measurements might be great, as I had just mentioned, that doesn't mean that you're going to love the item when it comes in. Maybe it's a different color than what you were expecting, a different fabrication, or you just don't like the way it looks. It doesn't flatter your body or make you feel great and look great. So you need to return it. You don't want to have to deal with the hassle of paying $20 to ship it back to the company. It's also important to read the fine print because sometimes a company will have free shipping and returns, but their sale items will be excluded. So if you're purchasing something on sale, you want to make sure that it's not a final sale item. In the event that you get stuck with something that doesn't fit or you don't like it, you can always resell that item. I would highly recommend reselling on eBay, where you can take great photos using the eBay app and reselling it to somebody that might benefit from that item. And hopefully you can recover at least some of your costs. Tip number 3 ties into what we've been talking about, sizing. So once you go on a company's website, you purchase an item, you receive it in the mail, and you say, wow, this fits so great, I love it. You want to log that sizing in a journal or your notes app on your phone or wherever you like to log things. You find sizing that works, it's important to make note of it so that it's easier for you to find the correct size for that item in the future when you're ready to buy again. This is also helpful with a feature that some retailers use called True Fit. You might have seen it when you log on to a website. It'll say, help me find my size. And you'll enter in different brands and sizes that you wear in those brands. That system then generates a recommendation of size based on other sizes that fit you in other brands. So if you have a list on your phone that says, this is what I wear in Levi's, this is what I wear in Everlane, this is what I wear at Target, then when you get on that company's website, you can enter that in quickly and find the appropriate size. Now, I will say you need to make sure that you are continuing to update that list and also updating your measurements as you go as well. Our bodies do change and we fluctuate. That's just a part of life, and you have to embrace it and make sure that you're updating those measurements and those sizing so that you can dress for the body you have now. Tip number 4, feel the material. Oftentimes, when we get something in the mail, we don't like the way that it feels. It's scratchy, it's itchy, it's hot, whatever. One of the benefits of being able to be in a store is that you can actually feel the textile, see if you like it, and say, oh my gosh, this is so soft, like a blankie, I want it. Or, this is scratchy, gross, get it off my body. One of the ways that you can test out what a fabric is going to be is to look in your own wardrobe and feel what you already have. Crazy. All of your clothes have a little tag in them. You might know what I'm talking about. Oops, I found mine. I can't really show you because I'd be showing too much on this video. But this particular item is 100% cotton, which is probably why I like it so much. So I know that cotton is breathable, and I know that this is what 100% cotton feels like. So if I want to purchase something that's similar to this, when I'm on that retailer's website, I can look at the materials and look for things that are 100% cotton. Or vice versa, if I have an item in my closet that I don't like, I know to stay away from that material or that material blend. Ready for tip number 5. That is to build an inspo or mood board. Now, you guys know I like to call them vibe boards because it's my vibe. A mood board, a vibe board, a style board, whatever you want to call it, it is for your inspiration for your fashion looks coming up in the future. The reason this helps with your fashion buying is that it allows you, I think I have a kitty in the background now. You want to be on the YouTube? I think that was a yes. The reason building fashion vibe boards, mood boards is helpful is because it allows you to see things that you actually like and how they're styled together. Oftentimes on a website, you're looking at a t-shirt. The question is, can you put that t-shirt together with something else to complete an entire outfit? Another way that this helps you is it allows you to save items that you're interested in without buying in right now or impulse buying, which I am guilty of doing way too many times. A lot of people recommend this save to cart, save to collection, save to a board feature because it allows you to stop, say, hey, I like this. I'm going to put it aside and think about it for a little bit so that I'm not just buying out of the gratification of buying something new. A few of my favorite places to create vibe boards. Number 1, Pinterest. Number 2, I love the Save Collection feature on Instagram. And number 3, and probably my favorite, is the free Like to Know It app. If you're not familiar with the Like to Know It app, you can actually follow me in that application once you download it, and you're able to shop specific looks and outfit groupings that people put together. What's really cool about the Like to Know It app is it has a Shop Now feature, so you can go in, say you really like the shoes on an outfit that I'm wearing, you save the shoes to your fall vibe board, and then when you're ready to buy those shoes, you go back into the app and it will click Shop Now and take you directly to that retailer so that you can purchase that specific pair of shoes. This is a really, really great tip that has definitely helped me save money over the years. I'm able to set aside things that I like and might need. And then if I realize, hey, you know what? I really don't need another pair of booties, I can forget about it and not waste my money. And my last tip, number 6, is don't keep something you don't like. I know that seems like a silly tip, but I cannot tell you how many times I have kept something that I wasn't in love with because I didn't want to take the time to go back to the store and return it or to ship it off, or I thought it was too much hassle, or I just let it slip my mind. Take things back, return things that you don't like. The biggest problem that people have with their wardrobes, and I found one of the biggest issues that I've had with mine, is that I kept things that I didn't really love. And when you keep things and you clutter your closet and your wardrobe with things you don't like, you will constantly feel like you have nothing to wear, and you will constantly be discouraged by your wardrobe. One of the key elements of having great style and having a great wardrobe is being able to know when to part with an item. Just because it was a great deal, because it was on sale, because everybody on Instagram is wearing it, those are not good reasons to keep an item. If you try it and you don't like it, it doesn't serve you well, it doesn't bring you joy, and it doesn't help you look great and feel great, send it back. Well, that was my tips for today. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you have any tips that you like to use that I didn't mention, feel free to comment them below and share them with other people who are trying to improve their online shopping experience. I hope these tips help make your buying experience easier and incline you to try more things as we discover our style together. If you're not already following me on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to my channel so that you can get updates when new videos come out. Until next time, this is Leah.